Alright guys, so welcome back to this YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down some complicated charts, and then we are going to be making a lot of money from the market. We're going to be breaking down different pairs. Now guys, I'm really happy right now because on the channel we've been predicting the market for the past 1 week, guys. So we only took one loss on Friday, and then every other trade were profitable, guys. This strategy actually works. It's a 70% win rate strategy. All right, so this is a trade that I took last week. As you can see, he hit TP, and the setup, everything was sent to the group. You can check it out. I'll be keeping the link in this description, so don't miss it. So just join and then subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this. We're going to be breaking down the charts together. Now guys, the market is currently closed, but we're going to be analyzing together right here. All right, complex charts, different pairs, same strategy, same win rate. Like guys, it's enough of blowing accounts, guys. You don't need to be blowing. You don't just focus on one strategy. All right, as for me, I focus on one strategy alone, and it's been helping my trades very well. It's been helping my community. In fact, we are not eating alone, guys. All right, so join the Telegram channel. I'll be keeping the link below. Check it out. All right, it's free to join. Okay, very free to join. All right, so first of all, the pair I would like to be trading, the pair I'll be analyzing is starting from XAUUSD. All right, though this period I haven't been trading XAUUSD, but looks like XAUUSD has been very bullish. All right, XAUUSD has been very bullish, so it looks like a good pair to trade. Where are your XAUUSD? Okay guys. All right, so there you are. So XAUUSD, we're going to be breaking down the chart. I'm going to be showing the strategy I use right here, and it works 100%. All right, so first of all, we're going to be starting on the daily time frame. The last thing I want for this video is for it to be extremely long, guys. Just go straight to the point. 70% win rate, good strategy. Back test it and give me a feedback, guys. All right, give me a feedback. All right, so first of all, we have a break of structure to the upside. As you can see, price grabbed liquidity. All right, price grabbed liquidity, and price reacted from this imbalance. All right, you can see price reacted from this imbalance, and it gave shitty ton of money. All right, so I teach these things to my students online, and drop this setup on the group. I dropped this setup on the group, and as you can see, the setup actually works a lot. All right, so XAUUSD is very bullish. What caused this break of structure? It was this demand zone. All right, but it looks like price is going to take a very long time for price to get to this demand zone. All right, which is why we're going to be refining our time frame and the demand zone. All right, so this demand zone is going to be pending, because why? Same reason, price is going to take a very long time to get there. All right, so if I was to read this 4-hour structure, you can see that we have changed character. We have a change of character here. Pure structure, guys. Pure structure, guys. All right, so we have a change of character here. So keeping it simple, guys, let me just tell you how the strategy works. We use liquidity, we use market structure, we use POI, we use different confluence. All right, deeper confluence that we use, confluence that actually work. All right, so on here you can see we're having break of structure to the upside. All right, so we're having break of structure, different break of structures to the upside. All right, so we have another break of structure right here. We have a break of structure right here. So moving back to the 4-hour time frame, what I'll be expecting is for price to get back to our POI and then buy. All right, so someone would be like, this is going to take a very long time. True, but it's better than being trapped. All right, we have a lot of people taking buy from here, and then it hits all the SLs. All right, so don't be trapped in the market. All right, so let's scale it down to the 1-hour time frame. All right, so on the 1-hour time frame, the only POI we have is at this point. It didn't quite cause any break of structure, but it's a POI. All right, so this can serve as a good demand zone before we buy. All right, but I can't give you an entry right now, because if I give you an entry, price is definitely going to leave you before you come into the market, or depends when you are watching this video. All right, so just click the Telegram channel, and I'll be dropping the setups and the exact entry for this analysis. All right, how you can catch sales from here to this point, and how you can catch buys from this point to this point. All right, so strictly making money. All right, so moving to Euro USD, guys. I plan to touch a lot of pairs. I plan to touch all of you pairs. All right, but we're going to be focusing on the major pairs. We want to filter the noise, guys. All right, so on here we have break of structure. We have break of structure to the upside. Which break of structure caused, which demand caused the break of structure? It is this one. What can I see right here? Price has created an imbalance right here. All right, price has created imbalance at this point, meaning that a lot of buyers are still in the market. All right, so if we were to scale down to the lower time frame, which was the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have this other block right here. All right, so we have a break of structure right here at this point. This is a point I'll be looking to buy Euro USD for real. Though I don't trade Euro USD, I trade GBP USD. All right, but I analyze this pair for you guys. All right, analyze it for you guys. So what can I see right here? I can see an inner structure break of structure, an inner trend break of structure. You can see. All right, so we have a break of structure right here. We have a break of structure right here. Let me just make this a little longer. So let's move to the 2-hour time frame. 2-hour, guys. 2-hour time frame. All right, so the 2-hour time frame, we have an IFC. All right, please note the difference between another block, an IFC, and a clear demand zone. All right, they are two different things. People mistake them, and there are a lot of fake channels that don't tell you this. They just tell you other block, this, that. No, I'm here to filter all the noise. All right, though we are still in the growing phase, which is why you need to subscribe, guys. For real, you need to subscribe. It actually helps the channel. All right, it helps grow the channel. And as you can see on the 2-hour time frame, we are now having break of structures to the upside. All right, so now we have break of structure, we have another break of structure to the upside, and now what has price done? Price has come to a demand level. Price has come to a demand level. So if you are watching Euro USD, you should be expecting buys all the way to this point. All right, so on Euro USD, stack your buys to this point. Now don't just trade blindly. All right, don't just put your 2 and then buy from here and put your SL right here. This is a bad trade. All right, you need to go on lower time frame, get your entries, those entries that make you know you are ready to start buying. All right, those entries that give you your small SL. All right, then you target huge risk like this. I usually drop these entries. Don't take bad entries, please. That is why you take losses. You don't know the proper entry to take, but I always send this entry, and that is why we only have one loss last week on our channel. I sent all the trades to the Telegram channel, so you can check it out, link in the description. All right, so subscribe and like this video, please. All right, so this demand zone, we are refining it all the way to this point. As you can see, if you are on this trade, that means you know how the strategy actually works. Very, very simple. You don't need to complicate something, guys. You don't need too much complication. All right, you can see it. Sniper entry. We don't fake things right here. All right, we predict it, and that's it. All right, it's go hard or go home. Just trade your account, grow your account. All right, grow your account. So Euro USD is bullish. USDCHF. This pair is looking very discouraging, guys. I'm not going to lie. This pair is looking very, very discouraging. Though we are moving in downtrend, but looking at this kind of push, it means sellers are in the market. But we are not always scared, because our strategy always prevail. All right, it doesn't mean we don't take loss. We take loss, but out of a 10 trade, we are likely to hit TP 7 times. Can your strategy do it? If your strategy can't do it, then you better switch to this strategy. But if your strategy can do it, then I'm not going to force you. All right, I'm not going to force you. Those that are in the community know what I'm talking about. All right, they know what I'm talking about, guys. All right, so we have a demand zone above, right there. It's an unmitigated demand zone. In fact, it's engulfed 2 candles, and before we had a breakout right there. But we also have a demand zone right here. we have a demand zone at this point. We have a demand zone. So these zones are places I'm looking to be selling the USDCHF. All right. So right now we still need to confirm the buyers. All right. So understanding the buyers, you can see here we had a break of structure. All right, guys. So we have a break of structure right here. Break of structure. We have another break of structure at this point. All right, guys. So we have another break of structure here. So after having this break of structure, where is price currently reacting to? It's reacting to this demand zone. All right, so there's a demand zone right there, and price is reacting at that point. So this one is pending. All right, so this is a zone that's going to be pending because why? It hasn't been unmitigated. This and it's still unmitigated by any price. All right, so watching the current structure, because you need to focus on the current structure. You need to filter the noise. All right, so right here I can see a break of structure at this point. After having a break of structure, where should we also be looking for another buy, another sell? Sorry, should be looking for more sales, guys. So here is a zone I should be watching for real. All right. So if price pull back to that zone, I'll be selling and be targeting the high, the deepest high before the pullback. All right. So that's where I'll be targeting. But if you still need more in-depth, clearer view, you can refine this all the way to this point. Um, you can refine this all the way to that point, and we have imbalance, we have a lot of things intact. You can see the imbalance right here. You can see the gap. We have other gaps, but we know the gaps we're actually targeting. All right, people in the community, we know the gaps we are targeting. We don't just trade anyhow gaps. All right, moving to the daily time frame. This is for guys that need immediate trades, like they need results ASAP. And this is kind of like a a reverse scenario of Euro USD. Many of you that took note that price came to this demand zone, before this supply zone. Sorry, have I been saying this is a supply zone? Please, you can see it. Price came to this supply zone and it is selling. It is selling. So if that demand zone is going to hold, it's going to drop all the way to this point. But I'm not going to be taking any entry for now. But in my community, I'm going to be telling them when to actually sell. So I'm going to begin create entries. So on here, I only break down the charts so you can know what you should expect during the week. So if the price gives us a change of character, you expect from here can find searching for more buys to these supply zones and then find more sales to this point. But I've eased up all the stress away from my community. Why? Because I have the perfect entry for each and every of these pairs. So this is one of the best things you see on the internet as a trader for real. As a trader, this is me basically filtering all the noise, filtering all the trend line sheets, all the indicators. All right, you should understand this if you want to do this. Backtest it. These things always plays out, right? So GBPJPY. Let's go to GBP for the GBPJPY trade. Let's start from the daily time frame, guys. Let's start from the daily time frame. So this is kind of like this is like 1/4 of what we go through in the community. Yes, this is 1/4 because we do daily breakdowns. This is a weekly breakdown, so I don't expect you to actually get a specific entry for your account. You can only get a direction for your account. So stop raising your shoulders and click the link below. Please just subscribe and like this video, please. I noticed something in the previous videos that a lot of people are not even subscribed to my channel, but they enjoy my content. You enjoy these trades, like you take these trades and they are actually working for you. Just subscribe, guys. You don't the last thing you want to do is to you might never even see these videos again. That's the simple truth. So you better subscribe and like. All right, and like. So this is a supply zone I'll be expecting to sell from on euro on GBPJPY, but price is pretty far from it. All right, so you can see selling momentums. All right, so let's just refine this all the way to this point. Though it has been mitigated, but this can also serve as a resistance level in the market. But that is even if price gets there. So reading recent structures, I can see break of structure. I can see break of structure to the upside. And what can we see? What can we see at this point? guys, if you were to read very well, you'll see that price was very impulsive, creating this huge crazy candle. All right, and there's a law in FX that says for every impulsive move there's a pullback. All right, so for every impulsive move there's a pullback. So this is now the impulse and this is the pullback. So we might be seeing some buys to the upside, but the only obstacle for this right here is the fact that price hasn't given a change of character at this point. All right, so this, okay, let's break this down. First of all, this is a break of structure. And if I'm to spot change of character, we had another break of structure here. Okay. It's making sense now. So price already took out this point as a change of character. Alright, so we have a change of character here. Let me just verify that. Okay. So we have a candle closure. This is a change of character. For me, guys, you should buy. For real, you should buy. But another obstacle in this trade is the fact that JPY is selling. It's the fact that JPY is selling, and as JPY is selling, I should be expecting GBPUSD to be buying. All right, GBPUSD ought to be GBPJPY to be precise ought to be buying. All right, so I should be expecting some buys. What am I saying? GBPJPY and JPY yen, which is yen, yen ought to be buying this period. So we should be expecting some sales on GBPJPY. Yes. Now I can put it together. So let us go. I think this is a complex stuff. This is something that only the community will be getting an entry, because it's something, if I break down for you, you won't still understand. Even I is finding it hard to read what price actually wants to do. Many of you have been saying, okay, this is a trend line, this is a trend line. Bro, you need to know when you are reading it wrongly. Alright, so we'll be waiting till the London session to know the next action. Alright, so moving to USDCAD, guys. USDCAD, these are pairs that I don't trade. Because why? Because these pairs give me hard times. Like, I only trade the GBP USD, USDJPY, and BTC. I think maybe sooner or later I'll be adding XAUUSD, but for now, let's just leave XAUUSD for now. Alright, guys, so you can see a break of structure on USDCAD. Can see a break of structure on USDCAD, and this is the supply zone that caused the break of structure. Alright, so that's the origin that caused the break of structure. So we are very bearish on USDCAD, very bearish, guys. This was the last, the previous one before the last break of structure. I'm just trying to break it down so you guys can understand what price is currently doing. And as you can see, I told you it works every time. Price will hit a demand zone or a supply zone, just your AOI, your area of interest, and then sell off. So I don't need to explain too much. You should know that as price is getting here, you should be expecting more of another sell. All right, very simple stuff. All right, so let's just quickly refine this. All right, because I have entries and different criteria for different pairs. All right, so many of you will be saying, why am I switching down to this point? Why? Because it hasn't been mitigated. It hasn't been mitigated, guys. So I should still be expecting. So if I was to go to 2-hour time frame, you'll be seeing some structure. This is a break of structure, though we're still in the 4-hour time frame, but this is a break of structure. We have another break of structure right here. These are cleaner on lower time frame. These are cleaner on lower time frame, guys. These are cleaner on lower time frame, but I just need to align everything first of all. Alright, so let's quickly move there so it will be neater. So the market is fractal. So this was the break of structure here. This was the break of structure. After the break of structure, where's our unmitigated zone? Our unmitigated zone is at this point. So what am I expecting for price to do? I'm expecting price to get to this point before selling. But if it takes out to this zone, I'll be buying all the way to this point. Is that clear, guys? So very simple stuff. I'll be sending entry on what to do, but for now, if price gets here, sell. Alright, so what is price doing? Price is currently reacting to this demand zone, this supply zone. Sorry, I keep saying demand zone. Price is reacting to this demand zone. If you had entered from here, which was the body, and you'd have put in your SL beneath it. Guys, this is not how I take trades. If you also know how I take trades, you can check the Telegram channel. I send them there. We catch crazy risk to reward also. 1:3, 1:5. We catch them there. Alright, so SDD USD. This is manipulating. Though I can use other pairs as confluence, but this is manipulating, so I would leave it. Best thing to do is to leave it. So back to GBPUSD. This was one of the trades I took last week. I think I already said this. I just said this. So I have other pairs like USDJPY, but yes, okay. I sent a trade yesterday. No, yes, before the market closed. This was when price got to our PY. It's just unfortunate that we closed it because we are avoiding gaps. We are avoiding gaps in the market. I put our SL right here. It was above this high. Guys, I'm not faking anything. You can check the entries. Very, very neat. They are the same thing. I sent this entry and I said target all the way to this point. The only reason why we closed this trade in profit is because we don't want Monday to open and then give a huge gap or the spread. We just don't want any issue. All right. So going to BTCUSD, I had a position on BTCUSD. As you can see, there's an alert line right here. I have a BTC position right here, not running currently, and it's a buy limit actually. So I'm expecting some price. So just like, subscribe, please subscribe and like this video, and then it's your choice to join the community because I can't force you to make money.